Good morning, students. Good morning, aspirants. I have brought you another video, another chronological tricks about the works of a Victorian writer, novelist, W.M. Thackeray. So, let's start the video. So, here, first story I have prepared that Thackeray married a 39 years old girl named Catherine who was involved with the criminal activities. So mark here the underlined words, letters, 39 years, then Catherine. 39 say 1839 and Catherine, the name of the first word which is Catherine, and this work is involved with the criminal activities. That's why I have wrote or underlined here. So first one is 1839 Catherine, and it is a pastiche. Pastiche means the a piece of work. Pastiche, the piece of work about popular genre of Newgate crime novel. Newgate crime novel means Newgate is one of the seven gates of the London Wall established in the Roman times, and Newgate novels were often based on real crimes. So, first novel Catherine is a crime novel about criminal activities, and it is based on the life of the 18th century criminal Catherine Hayes. Catherine Hayes. And this heroine is regarded the predecessor of Becky Sharp in a Vanity Fair. We will discuss Vanity Fair later. So, first novel, Catherine, which was written in 1839, it is based on criminal activities. Second story, after marriage, what happened? Catherine came to Thackeray's house, and as a housewife, when she was designed rooms, she found two sketchbooks. One sketchbook was written about 40 years Paris hero. He has written means here. If we came to real story, then Thackeray has written two sketchbooks. But according to our story, when she was designed, Catherine was designed her rooms. She found two sketchbooks. First one is the Paris sketchbook, which was written in 1840, and another one about 43 years Irish hero, that is the Irish sketchbook 43 say 40 1843. Okay, we clear. Then story 3, these two books were based on how the heroes made their fortune after running away from native place. We have heard that if you are staying in your native place, your special village, what we are calling native place, village, then your fortune will, you cannot build your fortune because everything is not available in our village. Everything in the sense opportunities. But suppose we are reading, then there is no background for reading in our village. That's why we generally leave the village. So here, same thing happens that Catherine came to know from these two books that these heroes have left their village. That's why he make their life so prosperity. So she tried to make beautiful her love, Here I am underlining this lock and contacted with ex-boyfriend Barry, who is 44 years old and eloped to London. So mix these underlined words. First log, Barry and London and 44. So 1844, the log of Barry London. Okay. So there are some points about the work, the log of Barry London. First point is its subtitle, A Romance of the Last Century, and it is a PYQ novel based on Anglo-Irish wreck and fortune hunter Andrew Robinson Stoney. So here the protagonist is Andrew Robinson Stoney, who tried to make his life better in London, and Barry is an unreliable narrator in the uh, work. Okay. Next novel is Vanity Fair, which made Thackeray very famous. So after 3 days in London, two lovers had a trip to a fair that is called Vanity Fair. So three here I have mentioned the three, and it is 1844. They will look at the early work 1844, the luck of Very London, and some of 1844 and three equal to 1847. So Bennett Fair was published in 1847 to 48, and it was perhaps yes, it was serialized monthly like Dickens' novel 1847 to 1848. So being serialized, it's a particular date is not mentioned, but particular date here is 1847 to 48. So here have a look about the Bennett Fair. What happens here? Subtitle is a novel without a hero. The subtitle is a novel without a hero. Title is taken from John Bunnan's The Pilgrim's Progress. And in nature, this work is a satirical anti-heroic vision and is about satire on class consciousness of the early Victorian age. And in this work, here we have some characters, two heroines, and William Dobbin is also another important character. So I am not describing this work; it will be lengthy, so that's why I am skipping. Next one is story 5. In story 5 I have we have two history plays. We have two historical plays. First one is the uh, what happens here when they were visiting Bennett Fair. They are wandering in Bennett Fair. There the authorities of a fair exhibited two history plays. First, historical figures, the background of two historical figures were exhibited. First one is Pendennis, who is 40 years old, and second one is Henry Esmond, who was 52 years. So from these two, first one is Henry Osmond. Sorry, second one is Henry Esmond, 42 years, and here first one is 48 years Pendennis. The authorities exhibited the history of two legends, 48 years Pendennis and 52 years Henry Esmond. So from these 2 points, we came to know that the first one is the history of Pendennis 1848, semi-autobiographical, and Buildings Roman novel. And second one is The History of Henry Esmond, 1852. That is a historical novel set in Queen Anne in the 18th century. These 2 points are most important for these two words. And last story is when these two historical plays are about the two historical figures were exhibited in that fair, the newcomers who were came to even also from Virginia, they appreciate the story. Okay, here the newcomers from newcomers we can have the newcomes and Virginia, the Virginians, 1857 to 1859. Okay, here two novels we have, and about the Virginians, that it is a historical novel and sequel to Henry Esmond. Sequel to Henry Esmond and set against the American Revolution, which play of Thackeray was set against the American Revolution. So this is MCQ question. So after watching these two persons about the life story of two persons, they came to her home. I have not made, and because there is nothing works. So this was about uh, Thackeray's story. I have made to keep remember, and it is the chronology works that I have made to make easy the works of Thackeray. So thank you, and let's we will meet with another video. Bye bye. Have a good day.